Hey, second grade, today off of the front table, all you need to grab is this white strip of paper, and we need to put our name on the back. Mr. Calvert, and you will need to put either to A, B, or C, depending on which class you're in. I'm going to flip it back over. And at each table, I have different colored strips. We talked about them being complementary colors, so one table is going to have green and red, another table is going to have purple and yellow, and the last two tables are going to have orange and blue. And you will have to go to each table. Okay, so you won't be able to just stay in one spot all day. You're going to have to actually get up and move around. But I would start with the strips at your table first. So since I got green and red right here, I'm going to start with these. What I'm going to do is, you will notice that my paper has these two folds in that. And that makes three sections. 1, 2, 3. And we need to have one set of complementary colors, the second set of complementary colors, the third set of complementary colors. Doesn't matter which order you decide to put them in, but when I go to do this, I'm going to use my glue a little bit differently than what I usually tell you guys to use it, because next time we're going to have to cut one of these up, and we don't want our artwork to fall apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a nice outline of that square shape, kind of like a picture frame around it, and I'm going to do just some lines going back and forth like this. Just kind of snaking back and forth. That way I know when I cut this up next time, it won't fall apart. So now I can start to add some strips to my paper. And I'm going to do a pattern with my complementary colors. So I'm going to go red, making sure it's lined up with the edge. It's not crooked. Then I'm going to go green. Then I can do red again. Then green. All the way until I get to that folded line. Remember, I would start with whichever colors you have at your table, so you don't need to start with the red and green. But eventually you'll have to use it by the end of class. Right up until that fold. So my fold is right here. I'm going to go right up to it. Okay, so I've got one section done. They're nice and straight. They're not crooked. Now I can do my next colors. So it looks like I got purple and yellow here, so I'm going to do some purple and yellow strips. Once again, I'm going to outline that shape with glue. And then do my back and forth. And a pattern. Purple, yellow, purple, yellow. All the way until I get to that fold. All right, purple and yellow is done, nice and straight. And I've got my last set of complementary colors to do on that last section. So making the picture frame of glue. And then going back and forth. If you don't glue it well, it's going to fall apart on you next time. All right, when you get this far, you've done all three sets of complementary colors going all the way across your paper. You need to carefully put this on the drying rack. I would probably grab a messy paper too, and it might help you get it on the drying rack. Careful not to catch these fringes that are sticking off when we set it in the drying rack.